I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today's Monday, April 17, 2023. Let's hop right into it here. So we have this daily candle here. Not a lot of volume as far as the actual candle's decision goes, but we did poke up a little bit and then we came down, never broke the previous day's low, and then made a higher low, and then we rallied up and took out that high of today's previous intraday high, so and settled. All right, let's go into a smaller time frame here. Let's go to a 1 hour straight and see if this can look a little cleaner here. So you'll see here that we opened up, gapped up, all right, played around, very consolidating, very choppy day, very ugly. I'm so glad I didn't get involved in a lot of this. I mean, just super wicky and manipulative. And price retraced down back into this wick. See this big wick we got here on the 1 hour? Obviously the price was going to come back into that to rebalance some of that and mitigate it. Found a fib reversal zone here at the 78 and then took the buy here. Only trade of the day. I'm already still involved in this buy here and in this sell here. So 80% of Friday's trade got taken out here. Well, I need to go to a smaller time frame, so give me a second. 5 minute. You'll see it pretty clear here as far as the idea goes. You'll see here we have all that imbalance right there. This is the 5 minute demand block right here. So I'm expecting a retrace. Now it could have just blew off, and it didn't. When it reached this level, it made an equal high. See that high and that high is exact. So that was super suspect. So I didn't take any buys or sells because it really was sitting in an equilibrium and it could have went any direction. So watching this was painful as it was. It never broke above this level here. On a 1 minute, you can see it more clear, but with that equal high there, I wasn't going to sell because I knew price is going to most likely come back to it. And sure enough, look how we did at the end of the day. So when we were retracing, we had these equal lows here and super liquidity, and price ran right through it and then got into that block. And if you look at this 78, look it to the left, to the right, perfect, smacks that. Look for order flow. Let me go on the smaller time frame real quick. And now I was gonna sell from here, which was it was a nice imbalance sitting there. If you take a look, let me see if I can kind of expand this so you can see where we are here. So we got this gap, obviously, in the open of the day. We come up and we take it out first. So that's why I didn't like buys either, because I'm sorry, yeah, I didn't like buys either because we took out that high. And then we were underneath basically this open gap most of the day. So price playing around, spikes up, all right, with aggressiveness, and makes an equal high. Leaves that imbalance there. We break down, 930, comes right back up. Comes back into there. And if I was to look for more order flow, look at the way it was delivering. They never really gave us opportunities, and they were never clean to me. And as you see, they were giving this fake order flow of structure going up. So this came down, then it came up, then it came down, then it came back up, right? But look at the bodies. They're never passing this imbalance. See that? So then price broke up, down, broke back up again. Now this was a good sell signal, and I didn't take it because I just didn't like the way it was going. I mean, number one, we're going sideways. Number two, we're up here, and number three, we have the equal highs. So I'm like, man, we could rip right into it. and I'm already in a buy, right? So, but then if you look at the bodies here, look at the bodies. Look how it did not pass that imbalance. And that's what you want to look for. Then the price broke down and retraced right back up to it. Look at the high of that candle, how it's perfectly lined up with that imbalance. So this was a good sell signal, but I wasn't involved because, I mean, look at this. This is like one of the ugliest days I've ever seen, or start to a day, or majority of a day. And I just didn't want to be involved. And Mondays are tricky. I mean, either they're looking really good, or if they're choppy like this, let them show their hand and show the structure that they're going to build. So my intention was to come down, and well, as you see here, price comes back up. Could have been a seller from this block here. Just didn't trust anything. Real tight, real ugly for everybody, really. And then let me go back to a 5. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that. So well, you know what? My intention is to come back and create another higher low, right? Because I know we have this imbalance of price, and then I know that we're already structuring. Look at this, higher low, higher low. I mean, I'm playing their game, right? We should have blown right through, but they're saving it. Now, I think I might have missed a sell here, but I'll get into that in a second. But getting into this is a new A to B to C. So you have this A to B to C, right? Which is what we caught on Friday. But this produced another A, B to C, which is this level here, and then this level here, and then where's my C? Well, this could have been good, right? Because it stopped at a 61. But as you see here, the order flow is not as pretty, and it's still in the vicinity of all this chop. So generally you'll see a little bit of a deeper retrace on a 61. Let me go to 1 minute. Oh, you can't see. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, so as you see here, look at the way it's forming. Like my order flow, look at my order flow on the 1 minute. It's ugly. It's not, that's not what I look for. So when we got to this level at a 61, look at it, it's just straight shooting up, right? Coming back down. Well, we had this retracement of a candle, but like, where is it going into? I don't really see good order flow. Shoots all the way up. That's suspect to me. So we got this lower high. Look at all the liquidity that they've built right here. Okay, so you know, I don't see a raid of liquidity, which you then see it here. So I'm waiting for me to say, I'm waiting to watch and let the market show me, like, hey, look at me, you know, something dramatic in that effect, which is this raid on liquidity and then order flow. So I'm at a 78 here. I have this 5 minute imbalance line right here. No, I'm sorry, 5 minute demand block line open, and then I start to get order flow. Take a look at it. Creates that down candle, comes up, comes back in it. Okay, that's not enough for me. Comes back up again, comes down, and goes back into that block to the point, to the open. And that's, now I was going to push it, but I was like, you know what, let me wait for one more piece of order flow. I want to be sure, because I didn't break that high or that high, which I should have waited for at least this high, which would have been this buy. But anyways, price comes back up, comes back in to that block. I'm an immediate buyer, protective stop right underneath the candle itself. And this is the order flow that I look for, that I show every day. Then price comes back up, comes back into this candle, could have been another entry. Then price breaks up this high and gets above this high right here. So breaks that, retraces back. Where does it retrace to? Right back to that block. Perfect buy again, damn near. What's the open on this candle? Up top left, open is 33,820. What's the low of this candle? 33,820. Perfect. So you could basically just draw another line right here. And we always look for the open. All right. And then you had your order flow on the way up. Where am I taking it to? I took 80% off right here at these highs, because I know when I'm taking this buy, what am I doing? I'm coming up to take out the liquidity here. perfect. I mean, it's too clean. And then 80% here, and then we ended up coming back retracing, and then one more drive up. Now I don't know if this is going to be this. Now I'm going to go back to the conversation. Go to 1 hour. So I don't know if this is going to be the beginning of a downfall. I might be wishfully thinking, but geez. But you see here the dynamic here is higher high, higher low. Are we going to make a higher high or not? If it's not, then if we made an internal higher low, and this is, see how they built this liquidity here so we can come up and take it? Well, they've built this liquidity now so we can come down. They did this at the end of the day. I don't take trades after 4 o'clock. I'm always closing out and everything right before 4 o'clock. So I was not going to take a trade, even though they love to slip it right at the end of the day. So when the next day comes, you'll find yourself down here and you'll miss the actual sell. But I'm patient and I don't really care, because we had a good day as far as just deciding on which right trade to take and not getting involved in all this chop. So we came up here and we've got pretty much into here. And then we've came down here and we've covered long. So we're now back to almost square one. Does this become the big sell, right? So that's really what I'm looking at. So again, you don't want to be involved, going to a 5 minute. You don't want to be involved in this. Look at the way it was delivering. And I'm sure a lot of people got hurt today trying to catch all this. But when I'm seeing the behavior like this and watching it, especially when we got stuck in all this shit, I'm like, no way, I'm good. I'm not dealing with any of this. I'm not trading any of it. Even though I did see some trades, this was, look at the wicks. Look at the wicks on each. I mean, I'm not being involved in any of that. That was letting me know, like, hey, they're going to start the week slow. All right. And then the other confluence I had was dollar was going up, right? Dollar was going up at the time. So I'm letting indices come down. Now I'm waiting for a shift, because it's look how long it took just to get here. Like, it took forever just to get here, while the dollar was moving up quickly. So dollar was moving quickly and indices were moving slow. I'm like, so you mean to tell me the dollar has moved up this high and we're still only right here? I'm like, no way. That's another big sign that you want to be avoiding. And then as soon as it reached a point, which was, I wanted to get above all of this imbalance here and take out that high, which it did. And then we started to see price retrace a little bit. That as soon as the price started retracing in dollar, you'll see indices rushing. When it's stagnant, the indices will move. And then at a certain time, when the dollar starts to retrace, you'll get that extra push in the indice, which is exactly what you see here. So on top of that, I got confluence with you could have took a sell because of this divergence on NAS. They took out their previous high, and S&P and Dow didn't. And then when we got here, which is what confirmed my buy today, NAS made a higher low, and S&P and Dow rated their liquidity. So that's what made me take this buy, waiting at this time with the confluence of the demand block and the 78 on the fib. All right, so got to be done with this video now. Just looking at looking at the day here. Also, if you look at the day, you can see that, look, it's just continuously higher lows. I mean, see that? See how we didn't break that? So this week we do have some news, but I don't know if we're done with the top side. I'm just gonna ride it until now we have this high and this high, and in here I'm not counting on this, but I'm still holding until we get some big change in market structure, which obviously we are not there yet. Even on the 1 hour, you can see, whoa. As you can see on the 1 hour, we still got this, but keep on this higher low structure. But keep in mind, look at all this liquidity. This is just going to be crazy. I mean, the amount of liquidity here from here to here is insane. Look at all that. Look at all that. So, all right. Hope this helps. You guys take care. And well, as far as what else can I say? I mean, you know, we got liquidity here, so I'm assuming we're going to come take this out. I think this is the end of the road, possibly. So definitely looking for sells soon. And we're going to get into this imbalance of price here. And then once we come back down and take that out, we're coming for these lows. So, all right. But right now, we're still holding for these buys. All right, guys, take care. God bless.